to this slide, please. Let me try to find the slide. Can you go back to this slide, please? So, where can you take quotations from? Where can you paraphrase work? Here. Highlight this whole thing, please. Where can you take quotations from? You can take quotations from a book, a video, or a journal. The journal. Have you seen a journal before? Yes, this is journal, articles. Articles come inside of a journal. It's like a chapter. I will try to find some journals and show it to you. In a journal, you have articles. So this is an article. When you have many articles put together, it's basically called as a journal. Today, journals, most of it is not coming hard copy like this. All these journal and articles are what? Electronic. This is what we call digital library. What is it, please? Digital library. So you have to be able to log into all these digital libraries, search articles and journals to read and find your answers. I'll give you an example in a short while. So, activity number 3. Did you highlight ready, guys? Did you highlight ready? So in the future, your lecturers, your university, or even myself, I won't tell, go and find books, go and find journal. We don't say that. We use only one word. What is that word? Resources. We go and tell, when you want to find the solution, when you do what? When you do what? Search. What do you search? You search, we will tell resources. When we say resources, now you must understand that means all these things put together is what resources mean. Understand or not? Right? So, right? And please highlight this word called bibliography. I will explain this to you later. I don't want you to get confused now. But can somebody remind me, for some reason, in case I forget this, please remind me to explain to you this word called bibliography. Somewhere next class, if you can remind me, I will tell you. Activity number 3. Activity number 3. Activity number 3. Can you go to your last slide? Activity number 3. Go to your last slide. Can you see this thing? Yeah? This is a digital library. Digital library. When you go to this website, we don't want to call it as a website. Basically, we want to call it as a digital library. Inside this digital library, there are hundreds and hundreds of journals and articles. Journal means what? When you put few articles together, it's called journal. Yeah? So journal, they come up sometime every 6 months once, every 3 months once. So when you open the journal, you have journal articles. Yeah? Activity number 3, log into this digital library when you go back and search for some accounting base. Yeah? Search for some accounting base journals and articles. Run a search, for example, just run a search, auditing, or run a search on what are the happening things in accounting world today, corporate social responsibility, or run another search on corruption, for example. Then you will get many answers of other people, what they had done. So you don't need to do anything. Basically what I want you to do is to go log into the digital library and then search as much articles as possible and just read. That's all. But when you come back next week, I'm going to ask you something. So if you haven't logged in, if you haven't searched, you won't be able to answer my question next week. So please make sure that you log in and check this place. Now on the other hand, did you write it down as activity 3? Right. On the other hand, there are so many digital libraries free like this. But you will also, when you go to third year, you will also get a digital library from the university. That university digital library, you have to have your username and the password to access. But that university digital library is far much more higher quality. Anything that you pay, of course, is higher quality. But it doesn't mean that you have to always pay to get it. So if possible, try to search and find digital libraries such as this, which are free of charge, which is you don't need to pay anything. Right? So when you log in to check this one, run other searches for digital libraries which you don't have to pay. Keep it with you. When you start doing assignments, when you start doing research work for your year 3 modules, these things will help. Understand? Can I have yes or no?
Yes.
Right. Now go back again, guys, please. Let's start doing the exercise now. So, very quickly, let me get somebody. Satish Kumar. Who is Satish Kumar? Satish Kumar. So, Satish, explain to us difference between paraphrasing and quotations.
Quotation means takes exactly.
Louder.
Quotation means takes exactly what other person means.
Okay.
And paraphrasing is we read, we understand, and using by own words.
You write the answer using your own words. Okay, good. So, now let us come to the first exercises of these things. Now, look at the board. I mean, you have the slide, but look at the board. Look at the board, please. Now, there is something that we are saying here. But this is a paraphrase. After we have written, we read, we understand, but we write using our own words. Correct or not?
Yes.
And then we give. What do you call this thing? What do you call this thing? Very good. You call this as the reference. That means, in other words, where did I get this idea? I got this idea from this resource called Jones, published in 2005, page number 23. But now let me ask you this question. Let me get somebody else. Right? Usha. Usha. Yeah. How do you know now this is a paraphrase, not a quotation? Fantastic. How do you know now this is a paraphrasing but not a quotation? Because, is there a quotation here?
No.
Straightforward. So straight away you know this has been a paraphrase but not a quotation. But now there is a slight problem. The problem is that so far, when you look at this, you don't know whether this was what type of a resource. Because we said got many types of resources. Correct or not, guys?
Yes.
Let me find that. If I can find it. Yeah, we said there are so many different types of resources. So how do we know whether is it a video, book, journal, electronic media or web page? How do we know? Because just as now you learn how to differentiate between a quotation and a paraphrasing, soon when we do these exercises, you will know whether what appeared there, the reference, whether what type of it is there. Understand? So now, when you see this, yeah, you can't say whether this is a book, website, journal, magazine, you can't say. But very soon, once we start doing the exercise, you will be able to say, oh sir, this is a paraphrasing. Why? There is no quotation marks, and sir, this is a book. Because this reference format is actually belonging to a book. If you take something from a book, this is how it should be given the reference. Now, there is one other word you have to start remembering. What you said, the word reference is called correct. But often lecturers, university, they use another word called cite. C-I-T-E. Can you write it down, please? They use another word called cite. C-I-T-E. Cite. And it's called a citation. Yeah? So, whenever you paraphrase, whenever you have a quotation, this is called as a citation. This is called as a cite. Reference meaning at the back, you give the full details. That is what is called as the reference. This is called what again, please now? This is called what? Cite or citation. Good. Now let's move on. Go to this exercise now, please. Right, we are coming to our first rule. How to reference a book. Yeah? How to reference a book. Now this is the most common referencing you will use. Right? Rule number one, we are learning, we learned rule number one. Rule number one was what, please? Quotation and paraphrasing. Now second rule, we are learning how to write the citation and how to write the reference for a book. Now look at the rule they have given. The rule they have given is this. Can we look at the board together and then you do it, yeah? We must start with the authors and then go to the first name of the author, right? Now in this case, there are how many authors, guys? How many authors are here? There are two authors in this case for this book. Then followed by year of publication and the title of the book. Title of the book in your computer when you type, italics. But when you write now, no worry. And finally, who is the publisher? Publisher is this. Yeah. If there is edition available, write it down. And lastly, the place of publication. This is how the full referencing of a book is done. Now, can you remember this in your mind all the time? Should you remember this? Program it to your brain all the time. This one must be like that, must be like that. It takes time. So don't worry if you have to, when you write your assignments, to double check whether the format you have written is right or wrong. Don't worry if you come back here to check. Do that. Because nobody is expecting you to remember exactly like that. So come here. Inside here I have given this inside in detail. Come back here and check. If you take something from a book, how to reference. If you take something from a magazine, how to do that. That's what we are going to do now. Right? Now let's look at the next slide. Let's try to look at the next slide. Yeah? Example exercise. Could you go to that? Yeah? Now, here, in this exercise, it says here this is a book. It says here this is a book. And they have given the details. But now what I want you to do is this. Use the rules I just explained to you. Write this down in a Harvard referencing system for a book. Are you following me? Use the rules. Go back to that slide if you have to look at it, don't worry. But I want you to rewrite this information in the Harvard referencing format for a book. Rewrite this in the Harvard referencing format in the rules for book. Finish? Right, time's up. So, how should this be? Now, double check and see whether your order follows something similar to this. Now, what is important before you write it? Take the important information and throw away the unimportant. Your answer should have come something like this. London could have been here as well, no problem. Yeah. The place of publication could have been at the back, no problem. But it should have come something similar to this. It should be close to this. If you haven't got perfectly, that's fine. But it should have been closer to this. Yeah? Did you all get that? That's okay. Got it right? Okay. Let's see the other exercises now. Can we move on? Right. Now, similar to that, we have the journal articles, right? So, use this example now, the format here, right? The format I have given, right? This is the rule for what? Journal what? Journal what? Where did you find the journal article? Yeah, I have given you two. This is how a journal article looks like. There are many journal articles in one journal. So this is only two articles. So the one I asked you to go and check on the digital library are articles like this from the what you call journals. So guys, when we write the journal article, this is the rules that we need to follow. You have it in your slides. Yeah? Correct or not? Yeah. So now what I need you to do, can you do this exercise? Now write this in the Harvard referencing format for journal articles. Oh my God, you already had the answer in your slide. See? Kopamda. So all this while, all of you are pretending, huh? You followed the answer. Guys, you had the answer, huh? Unfortunately. Do you have this in your slides? Okay. I thought it's not there, but doesn't matter. So, right? Never mind, don't worry. So now can we take the exercise number 1? Can we take the exercise number 1, please? Right. Leave it aside. Since you have the answer, you go back home practicing. Can we take the exercise number 1, please now? Right? Exercise number 1. What does it say? What does exercise number 1 says? There are 7 publications of various formats described below. What is the keyword? Various format. That means various resources. It can be a book, it can be a magazine, it can be a journal, various types. Try expressing the reference details for each in the Harvard referencing style and putting them into alphabetical order, right? In a reference list. After doing this, look on to the next page to get your answer. Well, I'm certain the answer is not there. Answer I will give it to you once you have written it, right? So now, can you see it starts by saying a book? Yeah? Second one also it says a book. So that should follow what format, please? The Harvard referencing style for a book. Third one, an article. It should follow journal article, correct. Fourth one, an article. Fifth one, an article. Sixth one, so how do we find this rule now? If you go to the Harvard referencing detailed notes I have given you, Harvard referencing guide, the detailed notes I gave you, this one, yeah. Go inside and see. I've given all the rules. So you will be able to go inside and see the rule for what? What do you need the rule for what, guys? Video conferencing, and you need the rule for the last one. What is the last one? A web page. There. Page number 11, you will be able to see how to reference a web page. Right? I'm sorry, page number 12, web page. For video conferencing, follow page 14. Let me see whether I have given you video conferencing or not. So follow the last page. Can you see the item called CD-ROM? Follow that format. Okay? So you understand what you're supposed to do, isn't it now? Yes or no? Yes. So now guys, there are 7 here. Is it 7? 2, 4, 6, 7. Now rewrite this in the Harvard referencing following that particular set of rules. Book, article, CD-ROM, video conference, plus the last one, web. Let's see whether you can get it right.